It's recording.
Okie dokie. Oh, there's nothing playing. I'll put that on then. So, today, because I'm using Hannah's laptop, I didn't really want to run the main campaign because, I want to be in a good Havelmarsh setup to do that. So I've made this sort of quick little one, which is going to be based in the Hemestone Isles, which is the keystone of the Ascendancy, which is sort of a militaristic dwarf faction in the Shattered Vale. You might have heard about them in the main campaign. They weren't very nice. So what was I going to say? So we're starting, and you've all been imprisoned, or you did some criminal act, or the dwarfs just didn't like you, so you've been under arrested for an undisclosed amount of time. We can go through all that in a bit, but oh whoops, I shouldn't have that on this. Can you hear the music playing on mine?
I can hear it in general, but
Okay,
No.
don't worry then.
Not echoed,
Yeah.
no.
So I will. I'll start reading a little bit. From wherever you came, you are there no more. In the dead of night, you are forcibly removed by the Arcane Inquisition. So anybody can roll a history check to see if they know anything more about the Arcane Inquisition.
guess I'll roll one. 12.
So yeah, with that, I think Scraggett might have had his own things going on. They're a semi-secretive group, but maybe he would have run into them and not realised. But you would have known Arcane Inquisition. I'll read this out. So the Arcane Inquisition is a fanatical sect who abhor the use of magic and is sponsored by the state to hunt heretical elements within the Hemestone Isles and the Shattered Vale. They protect the good citizens of the Ascendancy from exotic influences, like your character. They're highly trained and experienced military faction who, through the use of advanced technology and nullite-based blacksmithing, enforce their will across the population. They're heavily equipped, armored in nullite black armor, and wielding forced break axes in close quarters. And they have clockwork heavy crossbows at range, which are pretty deadly because they fire 3 shots at once. Few escape the dogged determination and questionable ethics they employ. They worship a living paragon, who is dead but technically alive because he's a god. Thorgut Thickerson, the first dwarf who managed to tame Nullite. He's often seen as the great-grandfather of the Ascendancy, both wise and pragmatic. However, his worshippers quickly discover the dark side of the grandfatherly figure and his hatred of the arcane. So these are the guys who have picked you up. So, not looking very good. So all of you would have had this same experience that I'm about to go through. A coarse sackcloth would have covered your head, and cold metal would have bound your hands, chafing your wrists until they were raw and bloody. Thrown onto splintered wooden planks, you felt every bump as you were whisked away, presumably by cart, into the unknown blackness. You could feel others writhing in the back, but with your mouth gagged, you can only take comfort in the fact that you are not alone. The long blackness will have wiled away the harsh wind battering you as you slowly succumb to your exhaustion. But eventually, let me just move you down. Back. Can everybody see? Eventually, you will have awoken in a rough stone turret with splintered dark wooden floors. You realise your equipment has been confiscated, if you had any to begin with, and a heavy black iron banded door in Nullite taunts you, which is to your north. That's the door, with its robust dimensions. There's a bundle of blankets, and rugs are piled in the corner of the rough-hewn bedrolls are scattered across the room. Pungent smell of must and sweat permeates every fibre of your being. Interestingly, there's 3 other humanoids that inhabit the room. So we'll go round. Natalie, would you like to describe what Venestra looks like?
It's Veronestra. I keep changing the thing, but it doesn't stay the same, annoyingly.
Veronestra.
Yeah, because she's named after the daughter of Oberon and thingy. So you see a pale, frail-looking woman that maybe stands no taller than 5'5". She has sort of curly, messy hair that looks like it's been cut off, like at the ends, so like split ends everywhere. She's got 2 horns around her head, one which is like cracked at the end. She looks, she'd be wearing sort of very basic rags, I'd imagine. She would have 2, from her waist down though, she would have an abundance of fur and 2 hooves, where her feet might otherwise be. And you can see a small tail is wrapped around her leg, with the ends have been sort of like hair loss, and there's very little hair left there. She's sort of staring off into the distance, looking sort of very almost dazed.
Just before we go on to the other characters, could everyone else roll a history check or a nature check to see if they know what Veronestra's race is and where it's from? And Doctor?
I believe the doctor got a 3.
Okay. Well, I haven't heard from him yet, but I imagine he's an interesting character.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me? Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did roll it. I've got a 3.
Okay, so Scragget and Kuza would both know that she is a fawn, I think that's right, or a satyr from the Green Isles, which is very, very, very far away. They're almost mythical. So seeing one here would be quite unusual, even for, like, no one probably would have ever seen one before. What about Kuza? What does Kuza look like?
So she basically looks like a picture, which I'll put in the chat.
Okay.
With less, less clean clothes on, probably more. I imagine because she's a goblinoid, so she's probably come from slavery and the Dwarven. They probably just didn't like her very much. But ultimately, she just looks like a picture. She's a little bit, I'd say probably with less hair though, maybe shorter hair. A bit more dirty. Doesn't seem like she's got much of a concerned look on her face just yet. Not much more to say really. Not yet anyway.
What about Scragget?
Would they have confiscated Scragget's goggles?
I'll roll. I'll do a 1-2 they have. No, they haven't.
Yeah. So then, yeah, see a diminutive goblin, got kind of a constant wry, cocked smile at the side of his mouth. Currently still wearing his goggles, which are like a green, opaque from the outside glass, like a reflective look, given a little bit of mystery there. all his clothing and his skin is patchy with burn marks and bandages and frayed edges. He looks like someone who has either spent time in a magical or explosive war zone or been experimenting with things, but he seems to have avoided major injury so far. He's not missing any limbs or anything. They're all there. But yeah, he's got a little cocky smile and burn marks across himself.
How tall are goblins again?
I need to look it up, but I imagine him real small, even for a goblin.
I think they're about the same size as halflings.
Well, I'm just gonna add that I think Xar is like the taller of the bugbears, I'd say. They're like, what is it, 9 foot, 8 foot, something like that.
Well, they're not that tall usually, but
Is it not? Oh, they're higher than that then.
I think they're about 7 feet.
Probably. Sure.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Between 6 and 8 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Scraggart's like a solid 3 foot 1 inch, maybe. He's fucking tiny.
Tiny goblin.
And what about Dr. Urkel Brandywine? What does he look like? What's he doing?
I don't know why you're all laughing.
It's a
Um,
great name.
If they haven't confiscated Scraggart's goggles, are they likely to have confiscated other personal items of clothing?
It depends if they would have seemed dangerous at all.
Oh, it's just a hat.
No, they probably wouldn't have taken your hat,
Okay.
but they probably would have shoved it in the corner next to you.
Okay, well, in that case, he looks much like his picture. Tiny, shrunken little dwarf man. No, he's not. He's a gnome. Sorry, I'm not a elf. I'm a gnome. I would imagine him having very beady little eyes and a very wrinkly face with like a lot of dirt like in the creases of his face. And is currently wearing a very crumpled tinfoil hat.
So, with that, you will have been kept here for days and will have heard the scuffs of armoured boots scrape from under the door. Occasionally, the snap of a grate of a large door will have alerted you, and a small assortment of hardtack, salted pork, and sheep's cheese will have been thrust through before swiftly slamming back, leaving you to your collective thoughts. So, you would be in this room together, maybe for like 5 to 7 days. What would they sort of be thinking? Would they try and get to know each other during this time?
Maybe, yeah. First thing, because I would have done, was she would walk up to the door. No prison can hold me, cause she's gonna bang on the door for at least a day.
Suffice to say, the banging on the door would probably just go to annoy your fellow prisoners more than the people on the outside.
Yeah, Scraggart would be looking around pretty twitchily, looking for things that are flammable. People don't interest him that much. Maybe Veranestra, because she's weird. He'd have been sort of casting glances at her. But I think the first thing he would have said to anybody would have just been, which one's the pooping corner? That would be the first thing he'd say. But yeah, he's chatty and twitchy, but caught up in his own scheming thoughts.
I think Veranestra would be very quiet, very almost in a dreamlike state. She would probably like randomly start like humming like songs underneath her breath, like just very like sort of siren-esque, I guess, in their in how they sound. She wouldn't particularly say anything to anyone, or particularly even look like she's acknowledged anyone's presence. It's almost like she's just like completely dazed over and just looking out into nothing. That's not as if she's looking at something that's not there.
Don't you want to make any comment on the pooping corner?
On the what, sorry?
The pooping corner.
Oh. Kaza chooses this corner. Kaza! Goes to poop in the corner.
Dr. Urkel Brandywine would very much be backing away like, what the fuck is going on? You probably climb up on those bags there in the corner, just like, oh my god, fucking weirdos. On that note, he would not really be speaking to anybody. You would see him mostly napping, but occasionally taking off his crumpled tinfoil hat and whispering into it, and then putting it back on.
Okay. So if anyone doesn't have any more to say, should we move towards when the door finally opens?
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, the great door would swing open.
It's open, Kaza!
And the glare of torches would make you wince. Two squat figures, armored in a jet black iron, stand before you. They are well equipped, each carrying a break axe and a clockwork heavy crossbow. There are two of them, a woman with a rough face and scarlet hair, dwarven. She levels her crossbow to whoever is closest to the door and gestures to this door on the left. Scarred and bronze-bearded man forcefully barks, "Courtyard, move!"
To the yard, Kaza!
They're watching you warily, because
Yeah.
Okay. Oops, I didn't put a door there. Oh well.
Fairnester would probably just remain sitting. She wouldn't even react to what's going on.
Gregor would
anyone...
look up at the dwarf guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of
They're
stare
waiting
with
for
his
you to
goggles on
file
a
out.
moment.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what, at me?
No, you're a gnome.
Oh. Yeah, I know, I just thought he was being racist.
No. Scragget's, egalitarian. He can head outside.
So is Fenestra the only one not leaving the room?
Yeah, she's just completely spaced out. Just hasn't even reacted to their presence.
The bronze-bearded dwarf in the courtyard would be like, "Line up on the benches."
Gregor would lean over to Dr. Urkel Brandywine, which I'm going to say his full name every time.
Please do. That is his full name.
Just be like, "Oi, what do you reckon they're going to do with us?"
I don't know, but I reckon it's gonna be something weird.
He'd be
You're
like,
too
"Oh."
small. Yeah.
No, that was it.
Whatever you do, make sure they don't go near the butt.
You two small ones, take one chair. Kaza! Sits a giant butt down on one of the chairs.
Yeah, this guy's watching you all very wearily. He's sort of like gesturing with his crossbow at the benches.
We gotta protect the butt. How about we go back to back?
Yeah, that works as long as I'm not protecting the butt from you.
He sits down and gestures for Doctor to join him back to back on
Fine,
the bench.
but if you try any funny business,
I get it. You'll fuck me up.
damn right I'll fuck you up. Sister will fuck you up.
Just hear this guy's like, "Fucking animals." And this woman would enter the room, Fenestra. She would level her crossbow at you and be like, if you want to survive, then I suggest you get up and join your Desidans in the courtyard. There'll be no more warnings.
I think Veronestra like still would just be completely spaced out, like she hasn't even heard what the person in front of her said.
She would slap you in the face.
That would wake her up, and oh yeah, that's totally fair. 3 damage, I assume.
Yep.
Yeah, totally fair. That would definitely wake her up, and so she'd like almost like shake too, as if she's just like been slapped awake, and she'd be like, "Hey, sorry, I'm coming."
Courtyard now.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. And she'd like walk her way out with her sort of head down and her sort of hands sort of like close between, like wrapped together, in between, sort of next to her legs.
Mm-hmm.
Zara gives her a head ruffle as she comes next to her.
She kind of looks up at her very sheepishly and then looks back down.
Dr. Urkel Brandywine would lean over to Scragget and be like, "Don't you think that's kind of patronizing?"
Maybe it's normal in her culture.
I don't know, seems pretty weird to me.
I'll keep an eye.
You notice these 2 Inquisitors flank this heavy iron door. And would you talk for a little bit more, or would it generally come to a quiet as you know that you might be waiting for something?
Depends. Are they looking all like shut up-ish, telling them to shut up and stuff? Or
They'd probably let you speak for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then be like, they would stand to attention and be like, "Quiet, curs." Then you would see this door open, and a tank of a man emerges from the North Bastion. I'll have him come through. He would move around here with a gnome guard and somebody else. Right. Tank of a man emerges from the northern bastion. His auburn beard is decorated with copper trinkets. His hair is tied in a tight ponytail. Much like his kin, he wears jet black plate, but his is trimmed with a bright gold inlay. Runic patterns seem to swirl like molten metal on the darkness of his armor. A single huge axe is banded across his back. It's almost as high as the man himself. He is trailed by a young female dwarf. Although she wears vanilla armor, she is devoid of the Inquisition's insignias and heraldry. Her face is fresh and eager, not sharing the battle-worn faces of the scars of the others. He looks down at you. He seems very imperial. He's like, just looks at you all. Name is Hock Inquisitor. Farag Forog Faragson. And I assume you all know why you're here. And he sort of like holds his hand up. He's like, "You may speak."
Too many waves, huh? Huzzah!
Scragget puts his hand up. So, I've got no idea why we're here, sir.
You have all been a nuisance while you've been in the Ascendancy.
You call
Too much trouble caused. Sort of looks at you and he's like,
For the revolution! Kaza!
"There will be no revolution. You are not staying in these lands." So, in his wisdom, the Paragon Fickardson has deemed you are too much trouble to stay here in the Ascendancy. I do not agree. I think we should just put you down like the animals which you are. And he waits for a pause to see if anyone responds.
I'll just smirk at him, I think.
Braggett looks awkwardly at Veronestro and he says animals.
Veronestra's just like desperately trying to avoid contact with this dwarf. Eye contact.
This is all a bit racist, don't you think?
Yeah, it kind of is, yeah.
When you say that, he's like, there are superior races and lesser races. You, through your actions, have given up your position, while the others here were born lesser. And,
Wait, me?
but, well, you're a gnome. He doesn't, like, consider you as bad as the rest.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I
But
just...
maybe he considers you worse because he gave it up.
It's not
Race
my
traitor.
Not a sheep.
Sheep are meant to be slaughtered and eaten.
Typical of your kind. So dismissive.
You can see the Inquisitors on the side are getting a bit like, why are we taking this shit? But he holds his hand up. He's like, the Paragon Fickertson has given you a chance. You are to be banished from the land if you can achieve an investigation for us down at the Feldspar Hills. If you do not complete this task, you will be executed. If you try and run, you shall be executed. Is that all clear?
Do we have a time limit?
Well, I'll explain the task. There is a mine nearby in the Feldspar Hills. We are not sure what's happened there, but we have lost contact. You are to go in, retrieve the Nullite bands. If you bring back all the bands, we will allow you to leave.
Puts his hand up.
Yes.
How many bands are there?
There were 10 to 20 workers in there. If you bring back about 15, that should be enough.
Right. Puts his
We
hand
will
up.
escort you. Oh, yeah. He's like, yes.
Do they need to be intact?
Nullite is a strong material. I'm sure they'll be intact, whatever happened in there.
Yeah, I'm sure too.
Narrows his eyes at you.
So
He
it's
sort
a
of
little
gestures.
chuckle and winks at Scraggett.
There's a big twitchy grin. Back.
As you're all criminals, my daughter, Folgana, initiate of the Arcane Inquisition, she gestures down to her, will be accompanying you. If any harm comes to Folgana, you will be summarily punished. Is that quite clear?
Dragon nods.
So smugly nods.
Congratulations on your initiation.
She doesn't talk.
Initiation
Just
into
growls at you.
the system.
Into what?
Into the system.
So, are there any more questions about this proposition?
What if I don't want to work for you?
Then you shall be led out. You shall be led out back and have your neck slit like a common cur that you are.
Do I get another choice at the execution method?
Suggestions are welcome.
Maybe try not killing me?
I don't think that will pass.
After we get the bands back and make sure that your daughter isn't harmed, do we just, walk away?
No. Inquisitor Cragson, he points over here, and Inquisitor Troll's daughter will be waiting outside of the cave. You will deliver the Nullite bands to them, and then they shall escort you to the northeast coast, where you shall be released.
I was never very good at swimming.
Suffice to say, you are not welcome back in the Ascendancy if you do achieve this task, and if you are found again, you will be executed. I hear they have plenty of trifles and magic that you're also interested in the Shattered Lake. I'm sure you'll enjoy it there. If you get it done.
Puts his hand up.
Yes.
Can I have my stuff?
Of course. We have... So... He would gesture over here to this, like, little nook. Your belongings have been stowed here. So basically what you can do is you can select any pack you want from, like, the Explorer's Pack, Burglar's Pack. That, any mundane weapons, just ask me and I'll say if they're there. And any, like, special ones for your class.
Okay.
I will take a Dungeoneer's pack.
I will have.
I will also have a
I don't get to choose between those two.
Dungeoneer's
Entertainment,
pack.
diplomat.
I have a light crossbow.
Wait, sorry, what were the choices again?
Any of the packs, so like the Explorer's Pack, the Dungeon Pack, any of them. Like, it doesn't have to be class specific. There'll be at least a few of each one there.
Can I get leather armor, 2 daggers, and thieves' tools?
Yep, that's fine. They'd have all that. Yes, you can have a light crossbow as well, whoever said that.
And I have a warhammer.
It'd definitely be a warhammer.
And I also
There wouldn't be
have-
like plate, or there wouldn't be plate, and there wouldn't be half plate, and there probably wouldn't be studded leather.
Is there any
But
medium
nearly
armor?
oh god, what counts as medium armor?
Hide.
Would I be able to
Yeah,
get?
they'd have hide.
Would I be able to get a short bow and some arrows?
Yep, there'd be short bows and arrows. There'd be hide. There would be, yeah, I think they'd have scale as well. Because
Yeah. What about what's better, chain shirt or the other ones? I don't know.
Depends on your dex mod.
+2.
Then you probably want medium. I think scale's like 14 naturally, so it'd be 16 with the thing.
Mm.
Not sure. And then yeah, can I have thieves' tools as well?
yep, that's fine.
And can I have woodworking tools?
Yes. Actually, do a sleight of hand to see, because they would be there, but the Inquisitors would be watching over you to make sure you didn't pick too much stuff.
Oh, 24.
Let's do this guy. Perception.
Like great axe. They got great axes.
They'd be a great axe.
Mm.
He wouldn't notice you taking them.
Yes.
Scragget.
Could I get a burglar's pack?
A what pack?
A burglar's pack.
A burglar's pack. Yep, you
A
could have one of them.
My voice is harder to do than I thought it was gonna be.
I love it.
It's great.
I made the split-second decision, and I'm beginning to regret it.
Anya, what is his health and AC?
His health is 31. His AC
Jesus.
is 18.
Ooh.
What else is he?
I'd like to point out he's a paladin.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
What was that reaction about, Tom?
I'm so curious as to what he's a paladin of. A paladin of
Being a pain in the ass.
defeating the deep state.
No, Tom, don't tell them. Defeating the deep state.
What's his armor and stuff? Because I don't think you got the opportunity to do what Kieran said, which was ditch all your inventory and then add only little bits and pieces from this
Yeah.
pile.
He's got a shield and a chain mail.
Yeah, I'd have both of those, especially in gnome size.
Yeah. I think that's
Cool.
about
That's fine
it.
then.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Don't laugh at me, Tom. It amused me, given what he's like.
Yep. No, I can see it. He's a crusader.
A crusader of the truth. You guys have been putting potions in the drinking water. Wake up, sheeple.
You've turned the Bollywogs gay.
Homosexuality is noticed in no species up until you start putting weird stuff in the drinking water.
Kieran, I needed to ask because
Yeah.
artificers have the infusions thing. Normally it's at the end of a long rest, but I was hoping I could just have it active for the start of the stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fine.
I was going to keep it quite simple. Enhanced weapon on his crossbow, and replicate magic item, Illuminator's tattoo. So he makes a needle which then turns into a tattoo that it's only on his left hand, but it doesn't do anything combat fancy. It literally just allows him to write on stuff like an ink, but using his finger instead of any kind of writing implement.
Okay. That's fine. Is everybody equipped?
I am equipped.
So, yeah. Zara slings the giant warhammer over her shoulder, ready to go.
Yeah, Veronesta just like sheepishly kind of picks up things and walks back next to Kazar and the doctor.
Zara gives her a little elbow bump,
You're...
reassuring elbow bump.
Why are you here?
Too many, didn't like, people getting their own arms, you know?
But you're...
Gaza.
But you're a bugbear. Why are you here?
Well, they didn't like me, did you? She looks over to the dwarves. Kaza!
They just scowl back.
No, but why are you here? You're not in the right place.
She just looks at her confused. Well, maybe her brain isn't in the right place, I'm not sure.
The goblin's not in the right place either.
Oh,
You just see him stroking his crossbow and giggling to himself.
I'm sensing some aggression from this one.
well,
Look over at the dwarves and be like, "Don't think this means you own me."
He just calls back. We're trying to get rid of you in a fair manner. We don't want to own your ilk.
Yeah, like you don't want to own this ass.
too scared of a martyr, huh? Kaza!
At that, He's going to this guy is going to loose a warning shot at you over your head, Urkel.
Good luck.
No, I mean he shoots above your head, and he's like, "No more insolence, or the next one will find your heart."
Message received, but remember what I told you.
Of a deep state.
Don't go making deep fakes of old Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
Okay. You're ready to head out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is my brain going, I know I'm a hot piece of ass, but it really can't be replicated.
As Veronestra's getting ready, she would like sort of look down at the floor, and then like I think Dr. Urkel and Kazar, especially being next to her, would sort of see her like on her fingers. She'd be like, she'd make a 3 with fingers, and then she'd make a 6, and then she'd make a 9, and then 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9 over again like that.
Kazana knows how to count.
So, sturdy wooden gate of a fort would swing open. You'd feel a sense of freedom, which has been denied to you for a long time. The sense of being equipped once more is cumbersome, but relieving, as emancipation has never seemed possible. Though the journey is short, the craggy footpaths and the dry brush is tough going for those who have been incarcerated for so long. You feel the watchful eyes of the Inquisitors, Cragson, Troll's Daughter, and Folgana, digging into your flesh with each step. Their clockwork crossbows trained on you in case you dash or put a step wrong. Eventually, you'd reach the maw of Feldspar Cave, looming like a mouth of a great beast. So, the Inquisitors would stand next to the cave, and the bronze-bearded one grunts at you, and he's like, "You hear what the commander said? 10 to 15 of those Nullite bands will get you out. Don't think about coming back out here until you have them, or because accidents do happen."
Gregor does a little mock salute, starts furtively scurrying into the cave mouth.
Yeah,
just
Veronestra
gives him a-
follows.
Yeah, Kazar gives him a little smug nod, smirk / thing as she walks in. Yeah, sort of shuffles her warhammer a bit.
Right. Move you over to the cave.
Yeah.
So, you put your tokens in the up here, top left. And you'd see behind you, Folgana would be following. She's like, "I'll lead from the back. Keep an eye on you wretches."
Stuck in the wall.
Oh, I'll move you over. Oh. Then I'll put Dr. Urkel Brandywine. Can everybody see?
Yeah. Veronestra would lean down to what's your name again, Tom? Can't see it on the thing. Scraggart. She would lean down as he goes in and just say, "Little one."
Mm-hmm.
From where do you hail, little one?
I was born a young goblin man in
I imagine like deep below the capital.
underground mostly.
You do not hail from within the Sealy court?
No.
Oh,
Is that where you come from?
yes.
I like your horns.
She smiles and says,
Can I
Thank
have
you.
one?
You're very pretty.
Ooh. Thanks very much. People don't often notice.
I always thought goblins were the prettiest of all fae.
Ha ha ha! Hear that, big one? And he kicks Kazar in the shin.
Oh, I did. What about me, Kazar?
You're awfully pretty too.
Oh. Well, you hear that?
Where do you hail? Are you from the Sealy court as well?
Oh, no.
Do you hail from the
here.
Feywild?
I don't think so. Definitely,
Do you know what?
definitely from here.
Do you know what the Feywild is?
I don't think. Is it, well, you know, wild rats come from the wild, right?
Do you, little one?
Graggett got a 15 on the nature check,
Yeah.
but I don't know how much. So he knows that she's from the Green Isles, but
Yeah, I don't think you'd know much more than that. It's like a
Yeah.
legendary place where not much is known.
yeah, he'd just be like, nope, don't think so. You're from the Green Isles, though, right?
This makes me very sad.
Hmm.
As you're talking, the Folgana would come and say, "Come on, let's move. Let's get this moving. Otherwise, we'll throw you back in the chains where you belong."
Zara ignores her and she's looks down at Veronestra. So, how did you get here then?
It's a long story.
Probably
She's-
stole ya.
She's gonna whisper like really quietly to both of them and says, "We shouldn't trust her. When given a chance, let's fell an arrow that pierces her armor."
Zara grins so bigly. She's already been planning that when they go around the corner. She
I
just
will
nods.
remind you, they said if any harm comes to her,
Oh
it
yeah.
will be equal. But it's obviously up to you.
I swear to God, if you guys get me executed in this hellhole, I'm not gonna be very happy.
I'll say Kazar thinks that they're not going to get out of here alive anyway. So
Okay, that's perfectly fair to think.
Veronestra doesn't trust them when she said when they say they're going to let them free.
Yeah.
Graggett's
that's
kind of
perfectly
nervously
fair.
fidgeting with his crossbow, and Veronestra says this, and it's like, well, let's just see how it goes, huh? Takes a step forward.
Dwarves bleed quicker than others. She'll bleed out faster than us.
Let me just do a perception check. She's very close.
Yeah, she's being as quiet as she can, but I'm happy to do a stealth check or whatever.
That's fine. She's got 7.
Like a good idea.
I like your shield, Doctor.
Thanks. You guys look pretty cool. She's a
Oh,
mighty pretty one, don't you think? Pointing at Thorgana.
Sure. That's your type.
I don't know, I don't really have a type, I guess. It more tends to
disgusting
be
dwarves. Didn't have a
available.
favour.
You're a takes all sorts kind of guy then, huh?
Pretty much.
Oh, I like it. Veronestra said I was the prettiest. And he kicks Kazar in the shin again.
I don't know, Veronesta was pretty. Well, pretty herself.
Yeah, I like her horns.
You're awfully kind.
Come on, let's get moving. Your stench is rubbing off on me.
Oh, don't stare so close then.
You're a little bit woo, don't you think?
Ver-
However, you can stand as
Lively
close to me
game
as you like.
charms.
Veronestra looks down at the doctor and looks back at the dwarf quickly, then looks away from her and then says, "A beautiful face cannot hide an ugly heart for long. We shall see to that."
So, as you approach the first widening of the mine, you see a ragged tent sagging in the gloom. As you get closer, you can see scattered tools and equipment and a long burned-out campfire. Finally, the heavily decayed remains of workers with their broken arms inert before them. Does anyone need a torch?
Nope.
Hmm.
I'm a goblin, baby. And I like scurrying around in the
Oh,
dark.
actually, I don't have
And also
dark.
I can see whatever that is.
I don't have dark vision,
Um,
but
Oh,
it's
I
not.
do.
I can't see. I can see stuff still, though.
Does she have dark vision?
No,
Just because you got the camera, right?
I don't know. I don't. I can see
Wait.
I can see everything. I'm just saying. I'm not. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to.
Hang on, maybe I didn't turn. Oh yes, I've got daylight.
Now I definitely need a torch. Yeah.
Yeah.
If Scraggot sees Veronestra being all like, ooh, I can't see anything, he'll cast Dancing Light.
Nice.
I'll put lights on Veronestra. So
His-
to
His
like
dancing
mimic
lights
the
look
lights,
like
I guess.
little, constantly exploding fireworks.
Veronestra just suddenly like falls to her knees and just starts staring up at the fireworks, completely bewitched by them.
Hmm. She steps next to Veronestra. She kneels down a little bit, sort of pokes her in the shoulder. Careful, you'll miss an axe to the face. She sort of grins.
It is like a flask of spectral glowworms that only change colour when one's feelings are of love.
Yeah, I'm pretty great at magic! Makes it change colour.
It is wondrous. You should be very proud.
Always. I don't really appreciate my genius here.
So I was just
Yeah,
looking
it was-
around somewhat uninterestedly, but a little bit.
Yeah. If you were just casting your gaze around, you'd probably see 5 corpses in this area.
What do we know what they are or what races they are?
You can tell they're all quite short, but you'd have to do a medicine check if you were going to work it out.
14!
Being a goblin yourself, Scraggot,
Ooh,
you
my
can
people!
tell that 4 of them were goblins, and you think the other might have been a deep gnome. The flesh that's left, like a lot of them are skeletal, but some of them have flesh still on. There's horribly charred burns, but you don't think it's from fire. You think it might be a chemical burn. You also notice that the nullite bands that they're wearing are all still intact.
Oi. Yeah, he'd crouch down next to one and kind of poke its skull with the end of his crossbow. Just be like, "Oh, tough break, lads. Sorry, I'm gonna have to nick your nullite." And he'd take the nullite bands off of them.
All the more reason for revolution, Kaza!
Hear it echoing through the cave. You sure do like shouting, Kazaa, Kazaa.
Ah, it's inspirational. Kaza!
Kazaa!
Kaza!
Kazaa!
Fun.
Exactly.
How many nullite bands does Scraggot get?
You get 5.
Oh, baby.
Kaza would do like a little in, slightly away, back turned to the dwarf, and she does a little like braking motion toward the crescent things.
What?
Yeah, she wants to break them, but not right now.
Alright, well, I'll keep hold of him for now.
One thing you would notice in this area, there's a lot of scattered tools around, and you think there might be something. There's quite a few boxes full of stuff. They look less damaged than the stuff that's just lying around on the floor. They've also got a broken cart, which looks like it could have some interesting items on.
Go have a look.
So anyone looking for anything more valuable can do an investigation check.
I'll help.
Just looking for anything that would help the revolution.
Yeah, so going through these boxes up here, you find some rusted tools, some just worn down supplies. You find 5 gold pieces, which I haven't come up with names for yet in the Ascendancy, and some, well, they look like goggles, but they feel magical when you touch them.
Throws them over at Vernestra, I guess. Unless anyone can identify them properly.
What do I do with these?
Put them over your eyes!
He points at Scragget, yeah.
Makes you look cool! And he like pulls his forward like you do with fucking swimming goggles and lets them slap back onto his eyes.
Nice.
Do you think I will look cool?
Well, yeah!
Okay. And she'll put the goggles over her eyes.
Yeah, and you can see a lot more clearly now, Vernestra.
I can see once more. This is cool. You were correct.
Yeah, they look pretty sweet. Hey, Doctor!
What?
You're a doctor, right? Can you come check these burns? They look kind of funky to me.
I'm not that kind of doctor.
Oh. You might want to think about your name. It's a bit misleading.
I mean, I am called doctor, but I'm not that kind of doctor. Would he be able to look at it and actually make any kind of... Could he do like a medicine check?
You can do a medicine check, yeah.
A 9.
It looks pretty bad, Doctor. You're pretty sure he's dead, and he probably died in a lot of pain.
That looks like it hurt. And I think he's deceased.
Well, shit. Thanks, Doc.
I mean, you asked.
Where did you
I
learn to...
wasn't being sarcastic. He takes his goggles off and holds them in front of his chest, and he's like, "Rest in peace, my goblin friend."
Where did you learn to become a doctor?
At the city hall.
Oh. I don't know where that is. But is it a good place?
I mean, I was only there for like 4 minutes, so I don't really know. But it seemed pretty nice.
Was it big? Everything feels
I see.
bigger here.
Yeah,
Damn straight there, Vernestra.
I've never met a gnome quite like you.
What can I say? They broke the mold when they made old Dr. Oko Brandywine.
Can't talk to his character, he's too funny.
With this thing over here that someone was pointing at, it looks like a barnacle, but like a dripping eyeball that has an eyeball in the center, and it is just looking at your group. If you want to try and identify what it is, you do an Arcana check.
16.
Hmm?
Is that everyone?
12.
Anyone who can see it is wondering what it is.
Funny old security system.
And you hear Folgana being like, "What is that vile aberration?" And Scraggart, you have heard of these things. I don't know how you would have come across them, but maybe in a book. You think it's something called an eye polyp.
Ugh.
And while it's harmless, if you're in tune with magic, you can spend a spell slot to try and like meld with it, and you should be able to see through all of the eye polyps that are in a system during that time.
Whoa.
Jeepers.
It's a pretty crazy thing, guys. If you got magic in you, you can try and use it to see loads of stuff. Probably pretty useful here. And it's pretty
that point,
harmless
you-
otherwise.
When you say magic, you just see Folgana spit on the floor.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, do it. It feels slimy at first, but you get used to it.
Veronesta tries to look through it.
Can you make an Arcana check, please?
Eight.
You don't spend a spell slot, but you can't quite seem to meld with this strange thing, whatever it is. You get flickers of like other parts in the cave, but you can't quite bond with it. The only thing that stick out is there is a central cavern somewhere, and it looked like there was a raised plinth, but that's all you get.
I can't really see anything.
Yeah, they're pretty weird.
Even the goggles don't help.
Graggart will use his Illuminator's tattoo to draw a second eye next to it, and a little smiley face underneath. Right, well, we got 5. We're halfway there.
How silly.
Out of the way.
What's
Oh.
down here?
So as you go down there, Kuza,
Mhm.
you see what looks like a cave in. It looks like can you see those rocks? It looks like it was purposefully collapsed. Looks like you might be able to clear it, but you think it would take a long time.
Okay. Is that on both sides?
And down here, even though you can see, it just looks like blackness, and you can't see anything on the other side.
Just gonna step over there. Stick an arm in the darkness.
Okay, stick your arm in. Yeah, your arm goes into it.
Some strange darkness. Kazda!
Oh, let me see.
Shall we go in?
Can I feel it?
You can't feel it, but where Cuz is putting her arm in, there's just nothing there. Like, it's a space. There's no wall there.
Oh, I feel like some kind of fish is about to grab me and pull me in.
Fish.
Does it seem magical, Kieran?
It would, yeah.
It feels it feels lovely.
So I was gonna stick her whole head in.
Your head goes in.
Mhm.
It's definitely a space. It feels like a continuation of a cavern.
If she steps one step into it, like with one foot
Yeah.
out maybe. So
Yeah.
bearings. If she like swings her like warhammer around, is there like walls?
There are walls to your sort of left and right, but you don't think there's one directly in front of you. Where would her head be?
Just like a foot in, I guess. Maybe I don't know how long is
Well,
it. Maybe
if your head was fully in, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
yeah. Steps backwards, back out of it. I'm not opposed to charging in, Kaza.
We could, but maybe the others would like to see it too.
Dragon's looking in the tent.
Okay.
Is there anything in there?
Yeah. There seems to be some sort of thick liquid on the floor.
Ooh.
You can do an Arcana check if you want to try and identify it.
Oh.
So, as you're pondering about this odd liquid on the floor, Scragget, it starts to move and it throws itself at you.
Ah!
Can everybody roll initiative, please?
Oh, okay. Probably not be there, right? Down
It
here
was
while that's
hiding.
happening. I don't know. Yes.
Kaza!
To battle, Kaza!
I'll read it.
Oh, it hasn't come up for me.
No.
Oh no, there it is.
616.
Oh shit, I've got the old ones on here.
Why is it not letting me change it?
Tree jelly.
What did you get?
It keeps like undoing it when I go to write it in. There you go.
What did you get?
I got it,
Oh.
and I got it in the end.
Come on, Doc. Roll initiative.
But why my initiative is so shite?
I was poking around in the tent, and then some slime attacked me.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Oh, there might be treats in there.
I do like tweets.
Right. So I'm going to do attack on Scragget because he got hit, like as a surprise, but that's it. And then
Yep.
we'll go in initiative order. Ooh, take this.
No. That misses.
Kaza, would Scragget make any sound?
He'd make a lot of sound, yeah. Whoa, there's some slime attacking me!
Oh. Then we go to battle, Kaza! Just gonna run over there. Gonna go to wielding and hammering, carrying her. What's she got again? Warhammer? No, great axe. Two-handed. I assume it's in the tent, though, right? Can't see it.
It's in the tent, but you could probably slash through the tent.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah. She's gonna slash through the tent. Damn it.
13
Good roll as well.
hits,
Oh.
and
You would,
as he hit,
you would do an extra 2d6 damage as well because it's not taking its turn in combat yet.
it has.
We got a sneak round, didn't it?
Yeah, got a surprise.
Oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, next time.
Okay, so You hit it. You see the tent split in half, and then you get 2 new jellies
Hey.
as well as you cut through it. Yeah.
Well, that's not ideal.
The enemy multiplied. Gaza! Eat 'em.
And from further south, you'd hear shouting like, "You filthy arcane aberration!" as another jelly attacks
Ooh.
Folgana
Shit.
as it emerges from out of the landslide. Jelly. So this one's against Folgana. Hits. Jesus.
Oh,
Hey,
what was that?
big hit.
We're on 2d6. The 6 is on.
So that's.
Don't have to worry about
a
mutiny.
really
No.
big hit. Then the little jelly on Scragget.
Whoop.
15.
Just hits, yeah.
Then, yeah, I'll roll the one against because there as well.
Ye-
So
Hits.
damage against Scragget.
Oof.
9 bludgeoning, 4 acid as it smashes into you. And the one against Kuza.
Ye- Oh my
13
gosh.
bludgeoning and 4 acid.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of damage.
Yup.
Yeah.
I did not prepare cure wounds.
Oh fuck.
Me neither.
Scragget is gonna come.
Oh, ow, ow!
Hmm?
Think I figured out what burned the bones. He is going to disengage with his bonus action because he's a goblin. So he scurries away, does a little somersault. 10, 15, 5, and I've got 30. And then he turns around, slings the crossbow over his shoulder, and holding out a little wood chisel and what have you. You see them glow with like sparking little firework energy. He's like, "All right, it's time for your big reveal, Boomtilda!" He summons Boomtilda to the battlefield.
Incredible.
Nice.
You see this little, looks like an animated scrap heap, like an old barrel with breaks in it, like patched over with random metal plates and stuff. But there is a recognizable tube sticking out the front of it,
Tom,
which you think is probably the dangerous side. Yeah.
have you taken your inspiration from Robot Wars?
Always. My life is inspiration from Robot Wars. So kill a lot. But Boomtilda needs a bonus action to do stuff, so that's my turn.
Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
Just so I know for the future, what kind of creatures are these things?
Do an Arcana check for Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
14.
They are oozes.
Okay, so they're not like aberrations or whatever.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Never mind then. Oh, I've got loads of stuff in my inventory that I haven't. Oh, there it is. There we go. I just don't know how to make it do the thing. I want to use my hammer. I want to hit it with a
Have you
hammer.
equipped it?
Huh?
Have you equipped
Well,
it?
I thought so because it just says backpack, and I've just done it, but it's not doing it. Never mind.
Is it just called
Oh,
hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a tool, not a weapon.
Yeah.
I think the weapon
Warhammer.
ones are either called Warhammer or Light Hammer.
Speak to the people that the Yorkshire Ripper killed. Hammers are definitely a weapon.
Say it in Brandywine's voice.
Speak to the people that the Yorkshire Whipper killed.
Ah,
That's
the Yorkshire
definitely
Whipper.
The Yorkshire Whipper. The hammer's definitely a weapon. Okay, then I will make the only kind of attack I can. A javelin attack.
You're like a spear because you're next to it.
Yeah, you can use it as a melee weapon.
Wait, I don't.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It says unarmed strike. Oh wait. Oh.
You should have like a normal weapon. You could
Yeah,
have
I
picked
have
it
a
up from the
javelin.
pile.
That's all I have is a javelin, and what turns out not to be a hammer.
You can add a warhammer in.
Sweet. I'm gonna have a warhammer then.
Adding Warhammer's always the right idea.
Is it a +1 warhammer? Oh no, an ordinary.
No, it's a war. It's a normal one.
Fine. I got there in the end. Don't worry. A warhammer. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do then. 14 against this bad boy.
Yep, hits. You can roll damage. You splat into it. Woo! He's doing two. Has he got? He's got a shield out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does 6 damage. But it doesn't split. I think.
Thank God.
No, it doesn't.
Dr. Eichel Brandywine.
With a -1 strength modifier.
Yeah. I love that. I looked at
He's a
unarmed
lover,
strike,
not a fighter.
and it just says damage 0.
Anything else, Dr. Brandywine?
No, not for now.
Veranestra.
Veranestra is going to bonus action steady aim. And then she's going to aim at the dwarf and shoot her.
Okay.
So I get advantage because of steady aim. 16.
And fire at her armor. It just hits the black iron and pings off. She turns her head back and she's like,
Sorry, I
"What are
missed.
you doing?"
I'm not a good shot.
Okay. Do a deception check.
Yeah. 16.
She turns back, seemingly. You got away with it.
That's my turn.
She will make an attack with her break axe. Actually, no, she'll second wind first.
Fuck.
I feel like this is going to be another case of a guy in your campaign, Natalie.
Which guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what? Raphael.
Yep.
Not the sharks.
So good.
She tries to swing into it, but she can't connect.
I have to know what a break axe is.
You roll an Arcana check, see if Scragget would know.
Oh, can Tom roll an Arcana check? It's just such a cool name. 15.
Yeah, you would have heard of them. They're axes which are inlaid with nullite that are specifically made to break spellcasters' concentration.
Oh, it's so cool. I love it.
Kuzza, back to you.
Huzzah! Swinging down.
Huzzah only goes in one direction,
Yeah.
and that is revolution.
And with that, Kuzza, you just plow into it again and again, and it is dead.
One down, Kuzza! Victory!
So, I'll do a 1-2 Dr. Urkel Brandywine 3-4 Kuzza for the other jelly. So Kuzza. Pseudo point to you as it lashes out of this big blob. Just splats past you. And then against Volgana.
Come on, nat 20. Fuck!
Ooh.
Nat 1 overreaches.
Cursed.
Scraggot, back to you.
Right. Scraggott's like, forward, Broomtilda! Wait, Boomtilda, not Broomtilda. And he goes to one knee and readies up his crossbow and shoots at this one here. $14.
Yeah, it hits.
10 piercing damage.
And you see the jelly like stretches out to hit Urkel, and then Boomtilda just like boom, 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 just blows it apart.
Yeah.
Well, I love that flavor, but that was Scraggot shooting. But
Oh, fuck!
we can switch around.
We'll
that
just
was
say
awesome.
that Boomtilda got a bit too happy. Yeah.
So, Boomtilda's gonna shoot over here at the ooze.
Yeah.
What is her attack roll? Eldritch Cannon. Force Ballista. Ranged spell attack.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, as like the little cannon whirs round, and then you hear like a boom, and fireworks shoot out the end. But there's no like normal cannon projectile. It's like a little crossbow bolt comes whizzing out, and you realise that the booms are just there for effect. So it hits 2d8 force damage. 12 force damage.
Nice. And you see a significant proportion of the jelly blown away.
Scraggott's gonna walk up alongside Boomtilda. That's my turn.
Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
Herr Doctor.
Herr Doctor will probably make. Ooh, no, he probably will not. How far can I move? How rough are people looking at this point?
Kuzza's not. Kuzza looks the worst, and Scraggot doesn't look great either.
Okay, he's gonna move down here and give Kuzza 7 points of healing.
Oh, pretty good. Yeah, should give you a little nod. Bring her axe back up onto her shoulder. Just tempted to pick you up, but she's not going to.
It's a bit patronizing, don't you think?
Can throw you at the bad guy.
That's the end of his turn. I'm just shouting
Okay.
from the kitchen.
Veronestra.
Brianna's just gonna hold her shot until she sees what's going on over here more.
So you can see what's happening. She's locked in combat. You just saw Boomtilda blow away part of the
I know,
jelly.
she wants to see how it's gonna play out.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
That is her turn, though.
It's gonna...
She might move there.
And again, she just swings, and her axe goes into the wall. Looks. She's not impressing you. Like you've seen Inquisitors do other things, but this ain't a great initiate. Huzzah!
Zara wanders over, sees her. She fighting a jelly.
Yeah.
She kind of like looks over to everyone else. And is like, gives a little smirk and a grin. Points that direction. I'm pretty good, Kazar. Let's go. Get over it.
Okay. Good jelly. Pseudopods. Hits.
Baronesca's just going to use her held action to loose another shot at Thorgana again.
Okay.
No advantage this time. 17.
And
Miss.
it just hits.
Oh, just hits. Okay.
Ooh.
No sneak, but 6 piercing damage.
Okay. She looks around, she's like, "Can't you aim?" And I'll do an insight for her.
Yeah, I'll do another deception. $23.
She's not doing well. She's just like, "What are you doing? Get in here." Scragget.
Second.
Okay.
Right. Scragget. So he sees Veronestra shoot. I'm gonna do an insight check to see if he's fooled by the deception. And I can't even make 23.
Oh,
so...
shit.
I guess he gets some insight.
You definitely think it's on purpose that Veronestra is shooting her.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh man, we got 5 already, guys." He is gonna. In the mind of Scragget, which path best leads to explosions? He's got no real insight on like how the ooze is doing, right? It's a fucking ooze. You're just looking at it. It's an ooze.
Yeah, you did see the cannon take away quite a lot of it, but there's quite a huge mass still there.
Okay. He's gonna hedge his bets. He's gonna shoot at the ooze first with Boomtilda.
Mm-hmm.
So he tells Boomtilda to shoot. Boomtilda rolls only an 8.
Yeah, so she blows off into the side of a wall.
And then the little legs go joop joop joop, walking along forward. And then Scragget, yeah, he's gonna shoot the ooze. He wants to hedge things. Oh my god, 10?
It hits, yep.
Yeah. Ooh, 13.
Holy
hits.
shit.
Yeah, see another chunk go off. Dr. Brandywine, this is your go.
Wait, I'm confused. In a move that surprises absolutely nobody. It's this
There's a thing
thing,
down
right?
here.
Oh, it's off my screen. That's why.
You can just see her, Volgana fighting something, so it makes sense to be moved around.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
tried javelin at it.
Like the ooze.
Mhm.
Yeah, you like and throw this javelin, but surprisingly it goes over Volgana's head and hits the ooze.
Oh sweet. Oh, that's worthwhile.
Just lands on it.
This guy's fucking rubbish. Who said that? Yeah, that's me.
Fair enough.
I'm going to bonus action steady aim, fire at the dwarf again.
Okay.
23.
It's
Does get sneak attack. 7 plus 8 is 15 points of damage.
and with that, she goes down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can shoot just fine, you foul beast.
Yeah.
She will do a death
Ah.
save.
The dwarf is felled! Huzzah!
Got one pass. Kazza?
Zara just comes over, stands here, and holds an attack in case that ooze comes over here.
The jelly. So it kind of just flattens out across Volgana's corpse, and you just see it start to what's the word? Dissolve
Digest.
her.
Yeah.
So unless anyone else is going to attack the ooze, we can call that the end of combat.
If it's consuming her, Zara's just like, oh, there goes her.
So Scraggot, you're next. What would Scraggot walk away or?
I think. I mean, no. After it's done consuming her, maybe it comes after us.
It might take a while. Do an Arcana check, see if you know how long it takes.
Ooh, oop. Oh my
Holy
god.
shit.
So Scraggot, you think might take about an hour to dissolve her?
Yeah, then he'd like point his crossbow up and just be like, "Stand down, Boomtilda." So, what's the plan now, guys?
Baroness Druid go up to Scraggot, lean down, kiss him on the forehead, and just say, "Your shackles are broken, little one."
No, I put them in the bag. They're fine. And he takes out the nullite bands.
Zara looks down at Scraggot, she's like, now the revolution truly begins! Kazaa!
Yeah, Kazar, I guess, but what happens when we go? I guess maybe there's another exit. Maybe I could blow us another exit.
Good plan.
She smiles, she's puts her hand out for the nullite bands.
Well, seeing as we killed her, I mean, sure. He hands them over.
You guys are pretty intense.
I know, right? Feel like I've fallen in with a bad crowd.
You've done a good thing.
Mostly just shot the ooze. But she didn't seem very nice, I guess.
All dwarfs, all the creatures that, all the masters that they claim masters that suffocate us, they are all foul beings. I wish I never met them.
Puny dwarfs must be felled. Kazaa!
Exactly.
Wonder if the guys out the front are just hearing periodic kazars echoing out of the cave and think we're doing well.
It would extend a bit further. Like it'd probably be like 200 feet from that entrance.
Ah, okay.
Well, they will not suspect then. When an axe hits their face. Kazaa!
They
Kazaa.
might suspect something when we come out without the dwarf lady.
Then they will die. It does not matter.
Alright. Cool.
Let us look for another exit. You say you can blow a hole, little one?
I mean, maybe. You know, I don't have my normal tools. I don't have my workshop. I'm kind of working off scraps here.
I believe in you. You are stronger than you think and braver than you believe.
What the fuck? Oh, and you just laughed from the kitchen.
Scragger, do a wisdom save.
The reason I'm laughing, that's a Winnie the Pooh quote, is it not?
It is, yeah.
Thank you.
No. I thought she was just being nice.
Scragger,
I thought quoting Winnie the Pooh seemed pretty Fae-like, so...
I like it. 18.
Scragger, you think you probably don't have the materials to blow out of here, and even if you did, you probably have to do it somewhere close to the entrance.
Yeah.
And the dwarves might hear that.
He keeps that knowledge to himself in his head and just gives them a big thumbs up and a smile. Yeah. Come on, Boomtilda, let's go do some spelunking.
Forward we go.
God, this is. I mean, I kind of thought this might turn out like this, but it wasn't number one. Okay. So you're carrying on down the cavern
Yeah.
to the west? Yeah. So it gets a bit more narrow as you start to go eastwards.
So I was just striding forward.
Yeah. So, Kazaa, as you get to there, you see some recognizable darkness like you saw on the other end of the tunnel.
So I see.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the adversible darkness once again. Kazaa!
We should not fear it. There are worse things than the dark. Maybe somewhere to escape lies beyond.
No darkness will stop me! Kazaa!
Yeah,
Step
see you later, Kazaa.
Yeah. So you step into it, you feel something like squelchy under your feet, but it doesn't seem too bad.
Squelchy things underfoot! Kazaa! Step in, another step in.
Yep. There's
Gonna
space.
whack the walls to see where
You
there's
walk-
a wall.
If you're heading south, you'd like feel it and be like, "There's a wall there." But where would they turn after that?
Wherever there's not a wall.
So
She's just got her her axe out in front of her, like waving about to see where there's walls.
So you'd sort of stumble about, and then you'd hit there, and see the light the other side.
Okay. Oh, glorious light is here, Kazaa! She yells it exceptionally loud this time.
Don't head
Yeah,
into the
and-
light.
Because right in front of you, you see a blue wobbling jelly block as you step out of the darkness.
Nice.
Hang on, I'll show you.
This is Ryu's Jelly Caves.
Oh no!
Yeah. Can you roll initiative, everyone, please?
Yeah.
I was like, one
sort of
jelly's
made
not
it
that
make
many, and then
sense.
2 jellies, and it's blue. Maybe. I'll wait till the thing comes up. I bet it originally wasn't called alkaline jelly. I bet it was called like blueberry jelly.
Oh no, it was alkaline jelly,
Ah.
sadly.
Damn it.
I took apple jelly out because I didn't think it fit well. But
Where's the doctor gone?
Disgusting jelly will not stop me. Kaza!
I think you probably want to put the doctor on follow mode. Chuck him
Okay.
there.
What? I don't know where they all went. I'm sorry, I'm making carbonara. I'm multitasking.
I'll move him up.
Thank you, Kieran.
No problem. There we go.
Scragger. What did Kazar say?
Kazar.
Disgusting jelly won't stop me. Kaza!
Well, crap. Guess we're going in. Woo. 5, 10. Real dark in here.
Yeah.
Don't know where to go.
You would have heard Kazar wasn't that far away.
Cragget's gonna reach out around him, try and feel for whatever's around.
There.
Actually, no. Kazar shouted about a
Wolsey
jelly,
was there.
right?
Yeah.
And as Scragget steps into the dark, he feels something squishy under his feet.
hmm
He's gonna shoot at the floor.
Okay.
Ah!
Yeah. And you pew into the floor. You just hear this like wet squelch.
Got it!
Yeah. You can still feel it though.
Boomtilda's gonna do the same.
You just hear this boom, 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 boom. And with that, you just see this horrible sort of grey jelly. It's just blown everywhere as you seem to have blown it apart, and the darkness drops.
Ooh!
Oh, shit.
Very
Genius.
cool.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Oh wait, didn't take that off. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh god. Henry's laptop. There we go. Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
Oh, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I should have done that at disadvantage because I was blind.
It was the floor, so
Okay.
it didn't really.
Fair enough.
It didn't really. It didn't have a.
Yeah,
hit.
technically it was
It was
prone,
just
Tom,
under-
so.
Ah, double disadvantage.
Wait, where am I?
You're just
Oh, there I
behind Fenestra.
So I couldn't find anybody. I found it now. I got it now. Well, he can't see anything, so he's probably just gonna like push his way up.
Okay.
And he still can't see anything, so that was pointless.
Tight tunnels. You got the big boy in front, or big girl in front. Sorry. I keep thinking he's a boy. I don't know why that face looks like a boy.
Excuse me.
think
Could be
it's-
either.
Coming through. Coming
Ambiguous.
through.
Is he stopping there?
Yeah. He can only manage to squeeze past Veranestra.
I killed the floor.
Is
Congratulations.
it just covered in this wet slime? Veranestra, it's your go. Hello?
Hello?
Natalie.
Oh, sorry, I completely blanked out for a second then.
Okay.
I was doing a Veranestra. I'm gonna move up to here and then take a shot at this blueberry jelly.
Okay.
God, how do I use D&D Beyond again? Here we go. This button. That's a 10.
So this jelly is a little bit more dexterous than the other one you fought, and it like, moves out of the way, and the arrow just goes through.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Kazaa.
Cutter!
Cuz! Gonna great exit. Swinging down. And I think I do get my sneak on this one, so I don't think it's taken a turn yet.
No, it hasn't. What's next?
It would roll.
If you'll hit.
Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, I'm lagging real bad.
I haven't figured out what class Kazaa is.
Oh, that's a miss.
But yeah.
Yes. So, Kazaa, you bring your axe down, and it just splits in half around the great axe and reforms at the top. Then it is the ultimate
That's fair.
juice. Do 2 pseudopods against you.
Right.
Kazaa.
Mm-hmm.
One hit.
First one hits.
Take 5 cold damage, 6 acid damage.
Six, 11.
And it will start slithering up the wall. So it's above you. So it's above you,
Okay.
but it's trying to get in the middle.
Okay.
Is it within
Okay.
5 feet of me, Kieran?
Yeah, it would be on the roof.
I'm going to use my reaction to use my skirmisher. I can move up to half my speed as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet. Without
Okay.
provoking opportunity attacks. I don't know if I can I get under it?
You're already under it.
I mean, like, can I run under it?
If you duck down, yeah.
Okay, so 15 feet, so I'll get to here.
Okay.
Makes my turn nice and easy. Fire!
Yeah. So the crossbow shot hits into it. And Boom Tilda also starts blowing into it.
Happily laughing away while he's shooting shit.
So you can see the jelly has like managed to avoid some of the shots from Boom Tilda, slightly a bit more flexible than the other.
Pretty cool.
that
That
everything?
is my turn. I will move back.
Sorry.
Dr. Brandywine.
Dr. Brandywine is juggling to Dr. Brandywine's laptop.
Sorry. Dr. Brandywine is currently scooping pasta into a bowl for whatever
Into
comes
his
out.
helmet.
You're lucky I didn't go where my brain told me to go because when you were like, "Where's the pooping corner?" I was like, "He's just gonna poop in his hat."
Should have done. Trust your instincts.
As a D&D player, you've got to trust your instincts. Well, he can't see anything.
Well, there's some tunnel free in front of you now.
Okay. I can only move 15 feet. Oh, I see a bad
You
thing.
see a big jelly on the roof that seems to be trying to lash out at Kuzza. You just try and splat it with your warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits.
That's why not to overcomplicate the matter with too much thought.
There's a big splat of alkali material. Anything else?
No, not for now.
Veronestra.
I'm gonna bonus action steady aim and then fire at it. Advantage. Boom. 22 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 14 points of damage.
Whew. So again, tries to get out of the way, but doesn't quite manage it.
Man, Scout Rifle's
Bizarre.
pretty good with steady aim because you can always move away with your reaction.
So the aim was such a good addition to
It
it.
really was.
Kazar is gonna aim up at the thing. She's just gonna be like, hit it with your crossbow, short bow, Kazar! And you get a bardic inspiration, and Kazar's gonna whack it.
Ah.
Very extra.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, another lot.
Damage. Although I think I do get the sneak. I don't.
No, because it's already taken a turn.
A lot slops off, and you notice with this one, Kazar, it didn't split in half like the jellies. This one's a bit different. They're all a bit different natures. That's all right.
I
Alkali
take out my
jellies,
jelly decks and scan it.
1, 2, brandy wine, 3, 4, Kazar. Gonna hit brandy wine. Pseudopod. So 22. Go down to 22, Dr. Urkel Brandywine. As this cold, sort of jelly just sits on your body, slowly burning.
No!
Scrag it.
Opposite around the corner. Well, it's not dead yet. Time to die.
Yep.
And you hear the little
Not
zip,
much
zip,
of it
zip,
left
zip,
now.
zip, zip. Boomtilda comes walk around the corner and just unloads.
Boomtilda's pooping in his hat.
Yep. Oh, you cursed my roll.
So, Boomtilda, as she's walking forward, staggers up, and one of her legs just like gives out for a second, and she just like boom, 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 boom into the floor, almost trying to make a tiny
We already
cave.
killed the floor, Boomtilda. That's my turn.
Dr. Brandywine.
Dr. Brandywine. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise I was unmuted. I can only apologise. Fuck it, he's gonna do the same thing again. You can't really do much else.
And with roll the damage, Dr. Urkel Brandywine. And with that, once he says he kills it.
Oh god. There's no
Make
warmth
it rain.
Time for jelly and ice cream.
Yeah, and as you say that, It just rains down from the ceiling
Yeah,
onto
I like to get
everyone.
splattered everywhere.
Yeah. So, another nasty jelly is dead.
Nice. Another one down. Kazaa! I'm just gonna carry on.
Yeah, let's keep searching for a way out.
Raggett with his ink finger is going to draw a face on Broomtilda.
Can I investigate the walls, Kieran, to see if there's like any area of wall that might look like it could be blown out, or if maybe there's an area that might be like a, I don't know, collapsed cavern or something, or
Yep, you can do that.
what roll do you want me to make?
Just investigation.
Okay. 16.
So you see these,
Mm.
which are sort of mining shafts. You think you must be pretty deep in, because there's quite a few of them around. Based on how you entered the cave, you'd think that maybe this passage that you're going down might be abandoned, but you don't know why. From what you can tell, it'd be very difficult to get out just blowing your way through.
Interesting.
You can't find any hints of like secret passages or weakened tunnels, but you're pretty sure this is an old part of the mine.
She'd communicate that to I keep forgetting his name. Scraggett. Mr. Goblin. Mr.
It's
Whittleglass.
fine, I know all goblins are called Scraggett. I see, well, I guess we keep looking.
Yes, let's.
Don't much fancy our chances killing the two guys out the front. They seemed kind of scary.
We can always try at last resort, but I prefer to escape a different way.
Me too.
As you cut around the sharp corner, Veranestra, it opens up into a small cavern which seems to be packed with supplies. You see less sort of equipment here. Like Veranestra was thinking, maybe this was a failed tunnel and you think it might have. This looks a bit like a storage area, but you see something directly in front of you, which is floating in the air. Would you try and be stealthy about it at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Just gonna stare right at it.
Okay. So if you're staring right at it, not reacting.
Just confused at first. What does it look like?
It looks almost like a yellow swirling jelly floating in the air.
Okay. She just, oh well, if it looks like jelly though, she'll just be like, more jelly! Kazaa! Razor, she's gonna run in if everyone's following as well.
Okay.
She'll probably do it anyway.
So roll initiative as you shout Kazaa.
Yeah. So laggy. So annoying.
Okay. 21. So Scraggett, you just hear the battle cry Kazaa! Coming from down the tunnel.
The key is in the intonation. Shoot. Shooty. Muck booty. 17 and a 16.
Both hit.
17 for 6 damage. And Boom Tilda for 3 damage. That wasn't it? That's my turn.
Okay. So you see the swirling gets interrupted by this booming, but it's still going on. The ooze will. This sort of, it's almost like droplets of jelly start to extend from it, almost like a very, very, very thin gas. Can anyone within 30 feet of it make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Is Faranestra rolled?
Con save.
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing's being a bit slow tonight. 13.
Okay. So everyone, you like, it tastes really strange. Like your mind just like, this tastes like yellow, whatever yellow tastes like. But Scragget, you fall asleep as you like get all dreamy and you're like, and just collapse to the floor.
Time to chill.
So yeah, someone can use an action to awaken Scragget, but he is asleep until someone does that.
That'd mean my dancing lights go out. Oh shizzle.
Okay.
That makes a difference to anyone.
I don't actually think it does, because Faranestra's got the goggles on. Then it will move on. So it moves down the corridor. Kazar.
Ooh, ran away.
You can still see it swirling on the very edge of your vision, near the wall.
Yeah. She's gonna chase it.
Okay.
She's gonna chase it real good. And we're gonna hope for the best, right? We're gonna be like, it's getting away! You can't escape me! Cause and she's gonna, on her way, she's gonna cast mirror image on herself. Yeah. That is an action though.
I like to imagine they all shout Kazaa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's it though. Vanestra's turn.
Okay. Oh, something happens first. From behind this pillar over here, you see an emaciated old deep gnome appear, and he's like, "Get!" and like
What did he
runs
say? Cut
after-
out.
"Get down!" like shouting because Kazar did, and he runs up behind the ooze, and he's like, "You will die!" And yeah, he makes an attack with his war pick. Won't keep me prisoner forever.
He's gonna
He
fit
hits
right
into
in.
the dreaming. Faranestra.
She's gonna go 25, 30. So she can see the ooze. And it's gonna take a shot at it. 13.
Hits.
Because I believe you're a Valor Bard, right, Kazar?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna add another d6 to the damage using the Bardic Inspiration dice, an extra 2 damage. So in total, that is 17 points of damage.
Okay. Dr. Urkel Brandywine. You can see that
Fucking
Scragger
name.
is asleep next to you.
He would probably give him a little poke with his feet and be like, "Come on, wake up! Now's not the time for sleeping."
I was having a wonderful dream.
Except you were there, and you were there.
Okay.
Does that cost you your action, I think, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole action. So, Scragger, it is your go.
Having been poked by the good doctor, he'd be like, right, yeah. Jumps up. 5, 10, 15. Can't see it.
Yeah, it's behind that pillar.
Boom Childer gets to here. I'll just dash. Get in a advantageous position for next round. That's my turn.
Dream ooze starts swirling around, and you can see it's almost like purple edges, and it seems to sort of turn to you a little bit. Kaza, can you make a charisma saving throw?
Ooh, okay.
And you feel like this, like something's trying to shove you, like backwards, but you manage to like, hold off against it. Doesn't seem to do anything.
Nice.
You can't push me, cause
It is now Kaza's turn for retribution.
yeah. Let's whack it. Oh, didn't mean to press that, but yep. Swings down on it.
What was that? 12?
12.
Oh, still hits.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Guilty. You okay for what you need to
That voice has got to change because you just don't hear anything.
You pay for what you did to my friend.
That's better, yeah.
Yeah, that's much better.
Oh, 3 damage though.
And Veranestra, your turn.
Bonus action, steady aim, and then fire with a short bow.
Flies out again, well placed.
So I'm just taking my arrow off. For 10 damage. 2 1s and a sneak attack, fuck's sake.
Oh.
Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
Yeah, he's probably got to catch up, right?
Mm-hmm. But you can hear like a lot of shouting and screaming coming from the cavern.
What the fuck's going on? Can't actually see anything now.
It's hang on, I'll check.
It's like I can see the edge
You
of it.
you can see it. It would have cover if you tried to do anything at range.
Javelin, javelin.
God, is that right?
There's only
Yeah.
there's only
Go
one gnome in this town. Sorry, I went
Indeed.
to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And again, it's right on target. Can you roll the damage?
5 piercing damage. Piercing damage.
Yeah. And there's barely any left as it moves on to Scragget.
Oh, Scragget, kill time.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Try and do it with Broomtilda.
It hits. The combined arms of Scragget and Broomtilda just finish off the remnants of this ooze. And we are once again back to normal. So you can see the Gildu is this like deep gnome. He's very emaciated, and he's just like like hammering the remains of a jelly on the floor.
Will you join the revolution? Huzzah!
Yes, all right. Why didn't you die before?
Well, we are too powerful. Huzzah!
Did the blue wave not consume you like my friends?
Looks around.
No.
Lag! Huzzah!
There was a blue jelly we killed. Is that what you mean?
No. When we were working, I can't remember how long ago, this wave, it blew, and my friends, they collapsed and started to burn.
Like a wave of liquid.
Of light, of energy, of something.
Oh,
Do you
that's
live
pretty
here?
messed up.
What did Feranestra say?
Do you live here?
No, I work here. Yes, I was a miner for the Ascendancy.
Do you know any?
Slave.
Do you know any ways out? We're looking for a way out.
There's a tunnel further down. It is hidden, but it should take you to the central cavern. There might be a way out from there.
Oh, brilliant! Let's keep going then, everyone.
So,
That's such good news.
sits their ass down on a box.
Oh,
Like, revolution needs a break. Huzzah!
oh yes. Thank you. What is your name, little one? As Veronestra bends over.
Gildu.
She's gonna just kiss him right on the lips and just say, "Thank you so much. You've saved us."
Yes. The wave, it broke my band.
Yes, all our shackles are broken.
No, it broke the band.
And he points to his wrist.
That's good. That's good. Very good.
My friends weren't so lucky.
And he points to these rotting corpses on the floor.
Do you have new friends now? I am Veronestra. This is Scragget.
I am.
Hi.
Hello? And that one is Kazar.
Yes.
It takes an uprising of multiple to make a revolution.
I have some.
Take care of each other.
I have supplies here.
And he like
Just starts there.
goes over to the boxes.
We may find these useful if you help me escape.
This is Dr. Urkel Brandywine.
Doctor, how Well, do you know what this is? It's a potion of some sort.
And he hands Dr. Urkel Brandywine this potion.
Okay. I don't know.
Drink up, drink up.
He is going to cast detect magic first. Oh,
It is magical.
okay. It doesn't tell you what kind of magic. Oh, and you learn at School of Magic.
It's like alteration. Is that one? Let me just have a look.
Transmutation.
Yeah, transmutation.
Okay. Yeah, he did. He's an idiot.
So Dr. Urkel Brandywine, you drink it and you're like, oh, that tasted a bit like meaty,
Oh,
and you suddenly feel a hell of a lot stronger. It is a potion of hill giant strength.
that's pretty cool.
So your strength goes up to 19.
Sick. Okay.
Oh.
That's. Oh my god, that's insanity. Thank you very much, strange caveman. How do you know my name?
They told me.
How do they know my name?
No,
He looks at you.
I don't know. But we're gonna get out of here.
You told us in the room.
Are you sure about that?
I read it on your character sheet.
Is it because the person doing the stupid voice told you at the start?
Would he not have told anyone his name at any point?
I don't know. Probably might have mentioned it, but like I said, he's a fucking idiot. So
Zara is gonna, while sitting down, she's gonna do her
Yep.
Song of Rest. She's gonna just start beatboxing on these boxes.
Okay.
I think
She'll have
Veronestra would join
as well as,
her. And
bashing them with the drum.
I think Veronestra would start like singing alongside her as well, with like a probably the same sort of tune she was humming before, but then she would probably put lyrics to it. They'd be very like fae energy to them. They would be yeah, they would like be very like hypnotic. I imagine she's got like a incredibly beautiful voice that kind of draws you in and makes you feel like you're like slightly hypnotized.
Mm.
Gildu just puts his arms out and starts jigging. He's like,
Oh man, quite the band, are we?
That we are, little one. We are free from our masters, and now we are free to do as we choose. Look at Gildu. He sings a song of such joy and happiness. It's enough to make a girl cry.
he starts like,
The blue wave come and kill my friends. It blew their heads off the shoulders, and then I make new friends who are probably gonna die.
no.
She's smiling and clapping along.
No.
So we're doing the 10-minute
So-
rest. So feel free
so-
to.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
gonna quickly
cool.
go to the toilet.
So we can
Yeah,
still
doing this.
You're lagging
Hmm?
so bad, I think, Hannah. You're really delayed on everything you say.
So the Song of Rest gets
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you can use Song of Rest.
Yeah, I know.
because it's for a short rest.
No, I know. You just have to listen to me with paid. Where the heck is-
Ooh, I got an 8. Back to 4. The only damage I've taken is from that slap.
Damn, good rolls. Really good rolls. Kaza! Puny rat, you will be exterminated.
I'm good to that be it.
So funny.
No cage. can hold me.
Kaza!
Exactly.
I love Scragger, he's really endearing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
I want to give him a hug.
He's a fucking like pyro/explosive maniac, but there's no real opportunity to do that in here.
I know, but he's just cute. And I like little goblins. That's just cute.
Yeah, it is. It genuinely is fun playing a goblin. Goblins are cool. So classic.
Can't stop laughing at that fucking picture. Dr. Brady Wine, or whatever he's fucking called.
Yeah.
My name's Dr. Urkel Brandywine, thank you very much.
It was
I wanted to get into his theories. The shit you were saying earlier, man, it was so fucking funny.
I want to see him divine smite something and just be like, stop denying the truth.
Wake up, sheep!
Yeah.
I've never had a voice yet, so-
That'd be so great. Wake up, sheeple, divine smite.
Putting healer potions in the drinking water.
Alright, we're ready to continue.
Yeah.
All healed up.
After your little rest, Gildu.
We've had a rest?
Short rest, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You need to use head dice.
I don't know if I actually took any damage, because if I did, I don't know.
You have. You've taken 9 damage. Oh, there you go.
It's like I did it on purpose.
So, Gildu would be like,
This way, new friends.
Lead the way, Gildy.
Hey, Gildu!
I don't know
Yeah,
if I trust this guy.
How'd you feel about dwarves?
they enslaved me for 300 years.
Ooh. It's a lot of years.
Puny dwarves. Kaza.
Cool, just
I
checking
just
in,
want-
you know.
I was once a noble gin merchant in the hills until they came and killed my friend. Like the blue wave. With more blood.
Graggett would whisper to Dr. Urkel Brandywine. This guy seems like pretty bad luck for his friends. Maybe we should leave him behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like this guy.
Alright, well, the rest of the gang seems pretty cool with killing off who's helping us, so we'll keep an eye.
That all seems you guys are proper renegades.
Hey man, I wanted to be an academic. They made me a renegade.
You know that's the stuff they put in the drinking water, right?
What?
Yeah, they put all these funny potions in the drinking water, and it makes people go crazy. It's how they mind control us.
Okay. Pretty
Uh,
messed up, but I wouldn't put it past the dwarves. Don't they hate magic though?
That's the big irony of this
The
whole-
big lie. Whoa! That's blown my mind, man.
It's Big Pharma wanting all these healer potions.
Fuck, it makes so much sense.
They know if they put it in the water, then we can't do without it.
Man. What do you
Stop
drink
that.
instead?
Did you know that also the town councillors decided that to tell you that sheep are real?
I mean, no one needs to tell me that sheep are real. They are real.
Are they? Or are they just dogs with covered in cotton wool?
Wait, I'm doing it again. Holy shit! I never checked!
Exactly. Next time someone tries to tell you about something about sheep, you know it ain't real.
Damn. Wow.
Exactly.
Gotta spread the word. This can be a physical and intellectual revolution.
Exactly. Spread the word.
Huzzah!
Revolution! Kazaa!
Revolution. Kazaa!
Kazaa!
The New York accent is amazing.
Kazaa!
So, Gildy gets to this new patch of blackness. He's like,
We're going to have to go through there, but there's oozes on the other side, and then the cavern is beyond it. So I hope you're fine with killing oozes. Like,
he just steps into the
More
blackness.
oozes! Kazaa! Runs in swinging.
Yeah.
Man, she's really only got one setting, huh?
It's not the setting we asked for, but it's the setting we need.
And you just hear on the other side, Gilda! And as he apparently starts combat. Let's roll initiative, everybody.
I'm so curious as to what this one shot was meant to be.
What do you mean?
Protecting the door, probably.
I don't know. I feel like we turned it pretty chaotic.
It was kind of. As
Well,
it's meant
yeah,
to be.
because it's like, you know, find the Nullite bands, keep her alive, and we're just like, die! Smash the Nullite bands! Fuck off around the cave!
Well, there's still stuff coming up that might be interesting. Oh. Why is this not loading?
That's why I waited.
Oh, there we go.
It never seems to work properly.
Oh, I'm in the wrong there.
Quasar!
Kazaa!
Right.
Lagging is so bad.
Kazaa, it is your turn first.
Kazaa stuck in a wall? What am I doing?
Oh, I'll move your.
Trying to move.
Hang on. I think I
No
put it
wall
right.
can hold me!
Tom's got it.
Yeah, if you use 10 foot of your movement, you could get there where you can kind of see. And you can see these tiny red jellies that seem to be burning to the south.
No red jelly is gonna stop me! Kazaa! I don't know. How much movement was that to go around the corner? I
10
didn't
foot.
see. But,
Just want to see her get the fucking bugbear
20 foot.
sneak thing, like once.
Well, that's what happens when you don't sneak.
well, looks like we might get it.
Oh, right, it hasn't gone first.
Yeah. That's such a nice buff.
Yep. Gonna. Oh, I can. Oh, there's another bugbear. She's gonna stand back here.
Oh yeah, I forgot you got reach.
Long arm attack on this jelly. Yeah. That's they.
Ugh.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus 2d6.
Oh yeah.
There's barely any of it left after that hit.
Yeah. Gaza!
Gildy. 1, 2, 3. Runs there. You will die! He uses War Pick. Splat. And finishes off this fiery jelly on the floor.
Nice.
Jellies. Gonna move up here. One up here. One up here. So the one at the back is going to attack you, Kazar.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Mm-hmm.
For
That's a lot of fire damage.
yeah, it so it hits you and brushes against your great sword. Can you make a Constitution saving throw as well? So yeah, there's this intense heat as the jelly hits into the sword, but you just let it burn you and hold on to the sword. If you drop your weapon, it costs a bonus action to pick up.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No weapon will burn me!
Obviously, jellies. Try and hit Gildu. One of them hits Gildu for 8 points of fire damage and 2 bludgeoning.
I was waiting for you to be like, and he's insta-killed.
No, he's still going.
I know.
But I'm gonna
Just,
see if
just
he holds on to.
he was a glorified commoner.
No.
He's like, as he holds on to it. Dr. Brandywine.
Dr. Brandywine. Once again, I'm round the corner, so I can't see. 5, 10, 15. Sorry, Boom Tilda. Gonna have to share. I can't see anything, so.
Yeah. So what you would have seen was Kazar and Gildu run through this into this black darkness that you see before you.
Oh god. Well, I
And you
want
can
to
hear
go.
them fighting.
I'm gonna dash then. 10,
Okay.
15. I'm in the darkness.
Thing is, with darkness, it's actually the reverse of light, so it's technically the same thing.
You ever seen darkness and light in the same room? Didn't think so.
Light's just a conspiracy to make us buy candles. You know they block out the sun every evening, right?
Fair enough, your turn.
Can I feel around and see if I can feel any squidginess on the floor?
You definitely would be able to, yeah.
Can I just shoot down at it?
Yeah.
Would it be at disadvantage because I'm blinded technically, or not?
No, it wouldn't be a shot. It'd just be like rolling your damage.
Okay.
Because you can't really miss it. It's everywhere.
Don't know if I'd get a sneak attack or not, but if I do, then 16.
I think you would. And you would... There'd be a slight squelchy explosion as this grey stuff just drenches you, and the magical darkness is gone.
Yeah, she's gonna make her way like down to here, I think. And that's her turn.
Crackit?
Oh,
Oh, actually, can I bonus action hide to see if there's anything to hide behind over here?
In that tunnel, there probably wouldn't really be anything
That's
to
fine.
hide behind.
That's fine.
You could try and press yourself into a corner, but it might not be the best.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just going to see if I can avoid that for you.
$14.
Which one's he shooting at?
I think I can see this
Have
one.
a look. Yeah, that's pretty much straight. Yeah, you can see that one. That hits. Fiery little tuft goes up, but it's still going.
Tilda. Oh, 7.
Again, Boomtilda's little legs give out, and she's just shooting at the ceiling, burrowing another little hole.
Come on, Boom! Gotta get you some wheels.
Kazaa. Kazaa?
So, is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Oh.
Yes, your turn. I accidentally skipped.
Okay. She is gonna. She's gonna. Hang on, I'm trying to actually be a bard.
Gosh. No.
She just looks at 3. There's still 3 jellies, right? And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, this needs more power, Kazaa! And she's gonna cast Enlarge on herself.
It'd be quite the squeeze.
She's in there.
Can you give me a dexterity check to see how well you're navigating these tight tunnels?
Yep. Save or... Did you say a save or a check?
Do a save. Do a save.
Save?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. I was gonna give you disadvantage if you didn't roll well enough to hit stuff, but no, you can swing your weapon quite easily, surprisingly.
Kazaa! That's it. That's an action. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm so good at it.
You're now in range of this jelly as well. So 2 jelly attacks on Kazaa. One misses. 15.
Both miss.
Then the one on Gildu. Hits. Takes 20. This time he's like, too hot, and like throws his weapon on the floor, and it's like does the pugilist like, come on in with his fist. Dr. Brandywine.
That's my name, the way without. Yeah, 5, 10. Humongous Kazaa.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what are we actually fighting? Because I can't really see anything.
I was wondering whether we could see past fucking big
I'm gonna give.
giant Kazaa butt.
If you're shooting at him with Kazaa being that big, I'm gonna give him hard cover.
At Gildu. Because I'm really confused. What are we fighting?
There's some like
Jellies.
little jellies down here.
Oh, okay. Because I can't actually really tell. I haven't had the chance yet. I'm going to what am I gonna do?
If he throws a javelin, the AC of his jellies will be a lot higher with Kazar blocking the way. But
Fuck it, no. I'm gonna divine smite the jelly because we're getting to the end of this one shot and I'm not gonna get the chance otherwise. So
you have to hit it first.
oh,
Yeah, smite happens when you melee attack something. It's like an extra thing. Tom's favourite thing.
no, I'm guessing a 5 doesn't hit.
A 5 does not hit.
Fuck it. Well, I'll
As
do
it
it next.
just clatters off the back of Kazar.
I can imagine Kazar being.
Ow! Huzzah! Extra range.
Veranestra?
Veranestra. Just looking, seeing. Could I run through, like, this way?
You could run through Kazar, yeah.
Oh. In that,
Yeah, that's fine. That'd be fine.
I'll take the bonus action to disengage, my cunning action,
Mm-hmm.
to get over here, and then I'll fire back at the one next to Gildy. My short bow.
Just hits. Well, actually, it hits by quite a lot.
11.
And the embers just burn out.
That's my turn.
Yeah.
5, 10. I apologize in advance. I'm going in. 15, clambering through. 20. Bonus action disengage because I'm a goblin, baby.
Oh.
25. There. And he'll copy. Oh, actually. No, yeah, that's 2. Yeah, he'll copy Veranestra. And pew pew. Pew. 17.
The closest one?
Closest one. 12 damage.
Yeah, hits.
Boomtil just goes trundling along. Well, I guess I'll try even with the super. Oh no, because I have bonus action disengaged. Yeah. So actually, Boomtil has to stay back. So, that's my turn.
Kazar?
So, raises a bigger axe. You will die, Kazaa! Swings it down. Oh, that's
Which one? The top or the bottom one?
Bottom next to me.
That's strike. It moves it apart.
Not.
He looks like pretty beaten up, man. He's like, yeah.
Message is under the bones.
And he like disengages and moves back.
Me.
And he's like in this corner, like shying away from the jellies.
Veranestra
Alright,
pets him on the head.
No. 50, is that towards me? Misses.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, misses. Dr. Urkel Brandywine. You could probably get next to it.
Yeah. Um.
And 19 as well.
Oh yeah. Does that doesn't count walking? But
You can get up to it there.
there.
Hmm.
Wait, this one.
Yeah. There's only one
Yeah.
left.
It's because I can't tell which ones have got a red cross through and which ones haven't. Sorry, I'm really blind.
Because they're red. Should have thought about that, shouldn't you?
Blind.
Oh,
12.
you bring the warhammer down. You're gonna smite it.
I'm gonna smite it.
Yeah.
Ah!
There's actually 7 bludgeoning damage with your strength at 19.
Oh, sweet.
7.
Nice.
Oh, 15! Oh, wait.
Whatever that is as well. 14. Yeah.
You take the 40. What does he say as he smites it? And what does it look like?
I've had enough of your shit, jellies.
He brings it down, and it just splatters, and it is dead.
Whoosh.
This is the last time I ever go in a jelly cave.
Oh, victory! Kaza!
Kazaa!
Probably shrink down. It's a minute. Shrink down in a minute.
Gildu be like,
You have to wait for your friend to shrink before we can fit in the tunnel. It might be a squeeze.
No tunnel will stop me, Kaza!
so you travel down. This Gildu's at the front, and he's like,
Make sure you touch my leg so you know where I'm going.
If you say so.
"You're following him?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes you on quite. Ooh.
Graggart is gonna touch his back and use magical tinkering. It's slightly bending the rules, but he's gonna make his back glow slightly.
Oh. He's like,
That tickles.
Well, I thought maybe better just to touch you once rather than keep touching your legs.
You can touch as much as you want.
Yeah, I just did. I just did touch as much as I want.
Zara's gonna cast Longstrider on herself. She's like, speed is of the essence here, I think. Kaza!
Because now you're exhausting just to be around. I don't know how you do it.
so if you go to the west, come to this narrow passage leads to a huge, expansive cavern where a blinding purple light emanates from a rough-hewn altar. The antediluvian blocks of the altar rest on a craggy plinth, which is surrounded by a moat of sickly blue ooze. It seems as though the workers have constructed a small bridge to the rocky island. However, no remains of workers can be seen in this cavern.
More ooze! Kaza! Stabs the ooze.
You stab the ooze, and as you do, it moves out of the way of your blade.
No ooze will stop my attack! Kaza!
Do you just wake up like that every day, Kazar?
And as you do that, Kazar, this giant glowing ooze starts to appear at the altar.
Oh.
And this booming voice, it seems electrified. it's floating like maybe 60 meters up. And you can just see this like thunderous wave come from it. It's like arcing like a Tesla coil. It's like, "You dares enter my domain."
More ooze, cause
I am not an ooze. I am Altoon.
You are beautiful. What are you? Oh, did I disconnect? Fuck's sake. Love my fucking internet. Fuck's sake. Apologies for anyone who actually listens to this, because it's a fucking shit show.
We didn't know that they were your manifestations.
Yes, that blue energy killed my friends. Yeah, blues.
Yeah, that's not great.
What happened? I lagged out.
yeah.
At which bit?
Like everything. I've not heard any of this. Like, my computer crashed.
Oh no.
The giant ooze is saying that is here to restore balance of the arcane energies over this land because they've been suppressed.
Ooh.
It's asked if you are why you killed its manifestations in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
It's asked if you would be willing to help it spread its energies.
Baron Esther would definitely agree.
If it helps the revolution, cause
Yes, I would very much like to see this land barren and devoid of the arcane brought back and reinfused.
I'm pro magic.
Manifestation.
We are sorry they threatened our lives. We were trying to escape those who strip the land of all that is arcane.
It's just, you see it sort of crackling. And, do you devote yourselves to me if I free you from this cave?
I would.
magic and ooze the revolution salvation, cause
Revolution.
That's the fucking name of this team.
Scraggart puts his hand up.
Yes.
Can I ask what devoting ourselves to you would involve?
Devotion to me is to guard my physical presence while I grow in power through this land.
Oh god, this sounds like Babette.
So we can.
Yeah, just gotta guard my physical presence, right?
Where's my bodyguard?
I seek to extend my will beyond this cave.
Okay.
Well, if you need a lift, huzzah! She like points to her shoulders.
What's your position on explosives? Fire.
Anything that spreads my will be followed.
That was an incredibly
Explosion.
vague response.
I am neither for or against explosives unless they benefit me.
Okay. What do you think, Boom Tilda? Tilda nods. Zup, 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 zup. All right, I'm in. I think. What about you, Doc?
I don't have a problem with it.
Varanus just gonna go bow before him. Like on the altar, if he'll allow her up.
Yes, step onto the altar. Accept my blessing.
You know this is gonna go horribly wrong, don't
Yeah, but that's totally on brand for these group of Muppets.
you? Yeah, that's true.
So if you're going to step directly onto the altar, I'd have you roll a d10 as you do. Sorry, a d20. A d20.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 and a d20, that's good.
So you all are. One. So Faranestra, your vision just goes black and white.
Okay.
And occasionally, as you look around, certain objects which seem magical stand out as red.
Ooh.
Kazar, you wouldn't be able to notice this straight away, but anyone who looked at you, your eyeballs just seem to have disappeared, and they're just a cloud. Your eyes are just a cloudy fog. You can still see right, but eyes are basically like snow globes now.
Okay.
Jesus. As you step onto the altar, God, Scragget, you get like this, and you like hop up this piece of mucus that looks like ooze, and then it starts crawling up your arm and sits on your shoulder. You basically got a pet piece of ooze mucus now.
I have mixed feelings about this.
And then, are you going to go into the altar, Dr. Brandywine?
Sure, why not?
You roll a d20 for me.
I'll think about it. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, when you hear a new language for the first time, there's a 50% chance you become proficient in that language, having always known it.
That's amazing.
That's pretty
How do
funny.
I get this in real life? What do we do with that, you know?
And Gildu would be like,
You killed my friend. The blue wave came and took them.
he's like, that was my manifestation. I am sorry for freeing you, frail creature. And Gildy looks up at your...
Should I go up to the altar?
Come on, Gildy.
Gildy comes up. And he'll step onto the altar too. So, what happens to Gildy? He gains the feat lucky.
Nope. That's on par.
So, and also for all stepping onto the altar, you all gain the magic initiate feat,
Oh,
Ooh.
jeez.
and you can choose any 2 spells you want from it.
Holy shit.
We all gain the magic initiate feat.
Veronestra would be like practically she would literally be crying.
No. Mew.
I'm gonna pick the druid one.
So, the ooze, like, you have all submitted yourself to Altoum, the bringer of magic. I shall now free you from this. And you saw it crackles. You see him start moving away from the altar. You following him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anya says yes.
He moves up to the place over here. I'll move you all up here. Where the other side of the cave-in was.
Yeah.
And you see Altoum start sparking. There's this thunderous energy, and this wave of like force just goes out and blows the rocks backwards,
Holy shit, we're gonna
Freeing-
fly out on a
freeing-
giant jelly.
Love this
freeing
guy.
the way to the other side.
I'm gonna call you Altoum Junior. He says to his little pet on his
He's
shoulder.
up here, and he you see the decayed corpse of the ooze still chowing down on Folgana, and he's like, I require a physical form. And you see the arcane ooze. It sort of reaches out a tendril and touches the ochre jelly, and the ochre jelly starts like palpitating, and you see like the jelly almost move in to the orifices of Folgana, and this like jelly hybrid dwarf starts rising up.
Oh
He's like,
my god.
yes, a new vessel to carry me across the land. And so you'd see this jelly form start following you as are you making your way out of the cave?
Yeah.
Man, this is
Yeah.
not how I saw my day going.
You see the 2 inquisitors are like, you're back. Did you bring the rings? And then you just they see the arcane ooze behind you, and they're like, what the fuck is that? And they start firing their clockwork crossbows at it as it just hovers above you. You can tell these things would have just absolutely ripped you apart. They do like 16 damage per shot max. And he's like, you just hear this ooze. It's just like, suffer, and you just see the tendrils go out, the shot go through them. He almost incinerates their whole body as the tendrils wrap around them. You just hear us
Massive
As
grin
they
on
just-
Cathell's face as well.
Holy
as
shit.
they're just turned to ash. And he's like, my followers go unto the land with my form and spread the arcane energies deep and wide.
For the revolution! Kazaa! She does prestidigitation on the Kazaa, so like it booms out really loud.
Yeah, Veronestra is just looking down like, you got what you deserved finally.
You would see Altoum's form apparate.
She would
And
also thank
almost-
Altoum like profusely.
And it would almost go. You'd see the color of the jelly dwarf hybrid change to this turquoise of Altoum, and you can tell he is now inhabiting that form.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Let's go kill some
Okay.
dwarves, our team.
Oh god. I did not expect this to go that way. Yeah.
So if
Right.
our team
You're
comes up
free
and
now.
kills some load of dwarves, and because I was going to be running about like rallying all the like slaves, all the goblins and everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can think this might be a big problem that's happening while your other guys are up in the Shattered Lake.
Oh, funny, yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe
It's
not
like,
a problem.
man, these moorfish sure are hard to catch.
Get him,
Guys
hot.
are like, apocalypse.
Get him, hothead.
I hope you enjoyed that.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that
Thank
was
you,
so much
Karen.
fun.